This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. This is the schoolyard, and this is the place where I think Meister threw down the poison right here on the lawn, because this is where the birds usually come in the early morning hours. So I would assume this is where he threw it, because the birds try and look for the insects like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, just as it's getting light, and this is where they would come, and this is where he would throw down the poison. It would be right here. And if you look at the proximity of the we're going to go over here. I found the nest. In fact, I've looked in all of these trees and I don't see anything except remnants of an old nest, but there is a new nest, and it's in the right location in proximity to the tower of the clock tower of the church. So we'll take a little walk down here, and we'll and I want you to take a look at the last tree in this row right here. It's the tallest of all of them. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the very last one on the left, as I'm looking out at the trees, is the tree with the nest. It is the best tree for a nest, and the nest looks fairly new. And when we saw Charlie flying over this direction to the left side of the tower, optically it's an illusion, because it's really right to the front of the tower, but the way that he flew, if you look at it, it really is to the left. And from here he had a lookout point, obviously, to the field. He knew what was going on the feeding station from there. And also about the story where one little child got his hand got picked by a crow who was fairly tame here by the church. I think he had a piece of pretzel and then dropped it, and then Charlie may have went after it, and then the boy went after to pick it up, and but Charlie would never hurt anyone. Okay, he just gave him a warning, and so if that was even Charlie, I can't tell you. One of the members of the church said, who happens to like birds, told me there was a rather tame bird coming down there and begging for food in the morning hours. So we don't know, because they have several days here in the week where they serve coffee and cake, and one day where they serve lunch, and Charlie's smelling that. The tree is right here, his nest is right here, and it makes sense that Charlie's nest, because he couldn't possibly fly 10 or 12 times back and forth if it was that far away. But that is the tree right there. You can see it through the fence. I'll get a better view of it from the graveyard. Okay, this is DC Danton Crow Crusader. I searched all these grounds here for dead bird. I couldn't find any, but obviously there's nothing in the nest. Well, there could be. The babies could be in the nest. The parents took off to go someplace to die. Charlie and his little mate. We don't know where that is. I don't see any birds laying up there, but you can't see inside the nest. It's fairly near the top, and I don't know how you can get up there. This is DC Danton Crow Crusader, over and out.